Fire When Ready. War of the Submarine, Book 3. Written by R.G. Roberts. Narrated by A.J. Shuck. Epilogue. 1 October. Reha Akuru Station, occupied by India. Vice Admiral Adil Kare was thoroughly sick of owning multiple underwater stations. Conquest was exhilarating, but overlordship was tiring. The locals weren't difficult, of course. The Maldives were a small nation, and they knew who to suck up to in the growing New World Order. But pretending to care about local affairs while the government took months to import a brace of suitable station administrators was tedious. His place was on a flagship, preferably an aircraft carrier, blasting enemy warships to pieces. Yet his flagship still remained a destroyer, and the Admiralty told him to be grateful? Kare wanted to scream when he received that message, but proper admirals did not vent their frustrations where their subordinates could witness it. So he folded his hands, sipped his tea, and thanked his superiors graciously. He would not forget. Kare had a long list of people upon which he would visit revenges, be they petty or large, and the current chief of naval operations was a deserving political buffoon. Almost 6 months after he took this group of stations off the Maldives, he was still stuck here, marking time until the next offensive, and waiting for missiles. Missiles he finally had. A target, however, he did not. "Admiral, may I interrupt?" Captain Kiara Naidu, his chief of staff, ducked into his office while he ate a late breakfast at his computer. He beckoned her in. "You have news?" Kiara was not one of the people on his list for vengeance. No, his loyal but ambitious right hand would help him rise to the top, so long as she could join him there, and have a clear path to succeeding him. But Kare did not think that too much to ask. Kiara was not so impatient as not to wait her turn, and Kare was loyal in exchange for loyalty. The relationship served both well. "My asset on Red Tiger Station has made contact. They were unable to purchase or steal the plans, and an American submarine picked up the Pulsar team. Intelligence suggests they are heading for Diego Garcia." Kare sat up so fast he spilled his juice and did not notice. He licked his lips. "Really?" "Yes, sir." Anticipation shot up his spine like lightning. This was it. This was his chance to change the future of the Indian Navy, and put himself right on top while he was at it. Kare smiled. "Pass the word to my flag captain that we will get underway tomorrow morning." 4 October 2039, Diego Garcia, British Indian Ocean Territory. 9 days of nail-biting stealth later, Jimmy Carter surfaced and pulled into Diego Garcia. Spotting Fletcher, still tied up alongside Bella Wood, was one of the most beautiful sights Alex had ever seen, and he didn't care that his grin stretched from ear to ear. He didn't even notice the beauty of the small atoll. Diego Garcia should look like paradise after so many days underway, but the thought of his wife was even better. Then again, being with his wife on a tropical island, well, this was a pretty good end to the mission, wasn't it? "That happy to see dry land? I thought you subdudes were all about being haze gray and underway," Paul laughed. His mammoth friend had squeezed into the sail with him after Jimmy Carter was nestled against the short end of Diego Garcia's last pier. Alex had left driving her in to Elena Alvaro, who needed the experience. And besides, Diego Garcia was an easy transit. It was a nice reward for an excellent young officer who glowed when Alex complimented her driving. Now she was watching the line handlers, with Maggie along to make sure everything went just right. Could Alex finally relax? Maybe. Nancy's still here, he replied. She said she doesn't get underway until the 8th, something about a delay in the rounds for her big gun, but I never believe Navy scheduling until I see it in action. You can say that again, brother. Paul clapped him on the shoulder. I'll be glad to see her too, though I'll only be here today for a quick hello. You hear back from your regiment? Yep, out at first light. Heading to do some sneaky shit in Malaysia. Paul grinned. Finally something I'm trained to do, you know? Alex swallowed the sudden lump of worry. Try to be careful while you're humping rifles in the mud, okay? I will try. Paul grinned as he quoted the Norwich University motto. Fuck, I walked right into that, Alex chuckled. You always do. What's the plan for you fine folks? 2 days in port, we pick up some fresh food, drop you and the Fogborn team off, and then we head out to Samar Station to meet Convoy 57. Alex tried not to sigh. No rest for the wicked, I guess. Not even a thank you? Your boss is an asshole. Alex shrugged. We're not exactly the tip of the spear, and subs are needed for convoy escorts. We do a lot of them. At least this gives me a bit of time with Nancy. Well, I hope this one gives you guys a break. You deserve a rest after that hairy-ass transit through the South China Sea, Paul replied. I thought you were going to have to sink that last kilo. It was probably Russian, so I might have gotten away with it, but my rules of engagement said not to shoot. Alex scowled. Better that we crept under them, and they had no idea we were around. Anyone ever tell you that you're good at this shit? Alex felt his face warm up and fought the urge to stutter. You're not exactly a pro submariner, Paul. No, but I can tell a good crew when I see one. Ain't that hard. Leadership's leadership, and this one will follow you through the gates of hell. I hope they never have to. Mid-Indian Ocean, Indian Task Force, Durga. Assembling a force was the hardest part. Vice Admiral Kare had enough rank to conscript ships to his flag, but he needed overwhelming force. That took longer, and politicking. The last ships of the strike force will join us tomorrow, and we will be in range of Diego Garcia the day after that, Captain Kiara Naidu reported. Kare sat on the bridge wing of Rajput, his Kolkata II-class flagship. The destroyer was a sleek and beautiful warship, even if she wasn't the newest class India had. Still, she would do the job. She would do the job well. What do we have now? He asked, tipping his head back to watch the sunset. We have our original task group of 3 Shivalik-class frigates, another Kolkata-class destroyer, and 4 Komorta-class corvettes. However, Admiral Nagar has been persuaded to join his force with us for the attack. This gives us another 3 destroyers. His are Vishakhapatnams, and 1 more frigate. Kare added up the number of missile launchers. 112 surface-to-surface missiles. That will work. I believe so. Intelligence reports only 1 cruiser and 1 destroyer in Diego Garcia. There is also an attack submarine, but they cannot help with air defense. Kiara's smile was smug. You've done well, Captain. Thank you. Kare stroked his beard. Now, let us be on high alert for any aircraft flying in to remove the Fogborn research team. I want them. Diego Garcia will not surrender, sir. We may kill them in the crossfire. Kiara worried, her lower lip between her teeth. Then we will lose the secrets of fusion as well. Better no one have it than we allow fusion to benefit our enemies. As you say, Admiral. We will attack Diego Garcia in 2 days, and either tear that secret from the Americans, or destroy them. To be continued in I Will Try, Book 4 of The War of the Submarine. This has been Fire When Ready, War of the Submarine Book 3, written by R.G. Roberts, narrated by A.J. Shuck. Copyright 2024 by Robin Roberts. Production copyright by Robin Roberts.